Y'all, I want to tell you a story about some people that was back in my hometown. Brother Chet and Sister Debbie was their names. Sister Debbie was a little woman that she's about probably 4 foot something, and she had one of them high hair beehives. You know how they wore back then? When I was just a kid, about 13 or so. Brother Chet was a big man. He wore overalls, and I imagine he's about 6'2" or 3. I mean, pretty good sized man. Worked all of his life. Well, every year he would go get him 2 pair of overalls at Walmart's. They'd just come into town back in the hometown where we was from. So one time they went to Walmart's, and of course it's always in October, so it got dark real early, and Sister Debbie, she's like, Chet, I'm hurt, my back's hurting in Walmart's. I need to go sit down in the car. Give me the keys, I'm going to the car. So he gives her the keys, and Sister Debbie goes toward the car. She hears this voice because it's dark out there, and she's the only one out there going down the parking lot. She heard this voice go, lady, this is a stick-up. She turns around, there's a guy, big old boy. He's got one of them masks over and he's got a gun. He says, lady, I want all your money. Sister Debbie says, honey, I don't have any money. She said, but my husband's got all the money. He's in Walmart, so he'll be coming out here in a minute if you can wait. And so that guy goes, lady, I can't wait. She commenced to, she always cried every time. She could just cry at the drop of a hat. She took her little hanky out. She always had a hanky. She started crying. If you rob us, we won't pay our bills. And we'll starve, and they'll put us out in the street. And she just crying. And she looked up. And when she looked up, this man had put the gun back in his breeches, still had the mask on, but had his wallet out and a $20 bill. True story. And says, here, lady, don't cry. And she says, honey, she takes the $20. She says, you just need Jesus. Can we pray? And he said, lady, I'm not praying with you. But he said, I think my mama's praying, and I'm going to church Sunday morning. And with that, he turned and walks off into the darkness. And Sister Debbie gets in the car, and Brother Chet comes out, and he tosses his overalls in the back, and he gets in, and Debbie says, look what I've got, Chet. And Chet goes, what'd you do, find that out in the parking lot? And Sister Debbie says, no, I was robbed.